Station 4. My name is Sima from Club 505 Lifestyle. And the buffet to the other thing, let me tell you guys, don't miss out. No, but tonight at Tumfo's place, the hour buffet. Asambe, let's go check it out. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your girl again tonight, Malady, aka Lady 10. Welcome to our lifestyle show. Today we are joined by the most wonderful, talented and intelligent man by the name of Mr. Rembo Mpilo. I'm to believe that some of you have seen him in Muvhango and some of you have seen him in The Queen. So guys, let's hear what he has for us today. You're welcome, sir.
Thanks for welcoming me, ma'am, and good evening to the viewers people.
So my first question today is, when we speak about Mr. Rembo, who is he? We want to know who the guy is.
Thank you. Rembo Mpilo is a guy from a deep rural area called Madombija in Limpopo province. That is where I was born before my parents relocated to a place called Hamaida under the Interbalara village. That is where I was raised. That is where I went to school. That is where my childhood is. Rembo Mpilo is stuck between Madombija and Mailasco. Rembo is from a family of 6. I have 5 siblings. I'm the second born in the family. I was raised by both parents. Unfortunately, I lost my dad in 2012. May his soul rest in peace. So Rembo is a hard-working guy. He never depended on handouts. He's a go-getter and someone who knows what he wants in life. In a nutshell, that's Rembo Mpilo for you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rembo. Since you are well known as the greatest actor, the best actor so far, how did you discover your talent?
I started discovering this talent at a very young age. You know, growing up surrounded by people who are blessed with many talents. Some were good with sports, some were good with acting, some were good with singing. Then I had to find my field, an area where I can excel. Luckily, the teacher in my high school by the name of Miss Ramarumo, she's also late, may her soul rest in peace, who also happened to be my dad's cousin. She's the one who identified this talent, and then she introduced me to stage playing during my high school days. And then whenever there is a play, I always learn a leading role. That is when I realized that I will definitely make it in this industry.
So will I say acting is a God talent?
For one who never got a proper training under the School of Arts, I will say that I was born with this talent. And I thank those people who identify the talent at a very young age. Had they turned a blind eye on the potential, I don't think I will be here, because for being presented with an opportunity to have the leading role, it also boosts my morale. You'll agree with me that practice makes perfect. So by practicing constantly with those stage plays, it also boosts my morale, and I can say that it prepared me well to be on set today.
So Mr. Rembo said, how did you get to the top? Like being on TV, being the most richest guy at The Queen and in Muvhango?
Yeah, for one, from the village. I've not been here for long. It's my 3rd year now here in Gauteng. So when I got here, there was a lady who approached me. She's my former high school mate. She said, through the videos that I normally post on social network, which is Facebook, she said, with the talent that you have, I think you will make it on TV. Do you have any interest? And then I said, yes, I do have interest in acting. She said, you need to find an agency. And then that is when I shared my story with her that I once attended auditions and then I made it, but unfortunately because I didn't have an agency that time, unfortunately no one was there to sign on my behalf. And that is when she introduced me to KCI, Kalirende Casting Agency. And Miss Kalirende, she's the one who landed me a role in Mubango. And there's a lady called Sister V, she's also the one who landed me a role at the Queen. So I really thank those people for presenting me with such opportunities, because without them I wouldn't be where I am today.
Okay, so in the acting industry, do you have someone you look up to, a role model, if we can say?
Growing up, I used to imitate the late Mr. Rachitanga, who used to play Borachitanga at Mubango. I was good at that. I'm very much good at imitating people. So my aunt will joke and say, one day we'll see you on TV with this talent that you have, not knowing that her words will manifest. And people used to call me Ndaramo as well, because of the way I conducted myself, the way I dressed. Now when I sit down and reflect, I simply say those words were in fact prayers, because those words made me who I am today. So coming back to your question, the inspirations, I grew up watching the then generations. You will recall the guy Silomake Kanube, the guy like Rapulana CP. Those were the guys we grew up watching, and believe you me, they inspired me to be where I am today, and I still aspire to become like them by constantly working hard and always humbling myself.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, do you do something? Do you have something else that you do aside other than acting?
Oh yes, yeah. A lot of people knew me as a Remba boy. I'm a Remba poet or a cultural poet. I've been MC at different events, be it graduation ceremony, birthday parties, your weddings. Those who know me, they will tell you that whenever there is a wedding and there is Rambo there, believe you me, the wedding is gonna be the talk of the town. I don't mean to blow my own horn. People can even visit my Facebook page, Rambo Mpilo. They will see the talent that I'm talking about. Coming back to the talent, when I first learned a role at the Queen and Mubango, the first question was, are you or will you be able to handle dialogue? And I said, bring it on. I have a sharp mind. You give me a script now, and then I deliver it as if I'm a seasoned campaigner. You give me an obituary now, I don't read. I just present it to the people. How? I even scare myself. So people know me as the Remba poet. I deliver the LCA item in a unique way. I don't hold any paper. That's the talent that God has blessed me. So in a nutshell, before I became an actor, or before people know me as an actor, they know Rembo as a Remba poet.
So it's in the blood, it's a gene.
It's in the blood. It's something that I discovered at a very young age. You know, stage fright kills a lot of people, and it can also kill self-confidence. If you stand before the crowd and then people start booing at you, then it kills self-morale. With me, it has never happened before. I'm that person. If you give me an audience now and say, stand before the audience and give them a speech, I just deliver from the heart. Yeah, so I don't need a paper to go through. In fact, if I find someone delivering a speech reading, I find that person boring. You need to speak from the heart.
Okay, so sir, since you're famous, a lot of people know you now. So when you're working in the street, maybe if you go to a place like Didsluit, a location whereby youngsters,
When I meet, you mean when I meet people on the street?
Yes.
How's the reaction?
Yes.
I remember last week I was back home. There was a funeral at my place, and I was driving, and young kids ran after my car. I didn't know that they were running after me. I thought maybe they were just jogging. When I stopped, they were pointing at me, he's the one, and I knew that they are pointing at me because they saw me in Mubango. Then I step out of the car. I took pictures with them. They were so happy. I gave them a word of advice because some asked me, how did you get there? So even when I'm walking around the malls, like yesterday I was at Festival Mall at Captain Park, people were like staring at me because people can tell that they know this person but they don't know where from. They were staring at me and I can tell that these people know me from somewhere. And what do? I greet them. Whenever you meet people, greet them on the street. Don't behave like a celebrity. Don't behave like someone who have made it. Even those who have been in this industry for long, some of them are still humble. You do come across soccer players who are humble, who have time for the lame men on the street. So for one to appear on TV once, twice, to appear on 2 shows, we do understand that Mubango is one of the biggest soap in South Africa. The Queen is one of the biggest soap in South Africa, but that doesn't make you God. You are still Rembumpilo, the same guy next door. You should always have time for your people. By so doing, you will definitely go far.
Thank you, sir. So my last question today will be, what advice would you give to the upcoming stars?
We do have quite a number of young people who are interested in this industry. One thing I can tell them is they should perfect their craft. There are quite a lot of people who are talented. You do find someone who is a soccer player, who's got that God-given talent, but they are not nurturing the talent. They don't take care of themselves. They don't take care of their body. Same applies to the actors and actresses. You appear in one soapy, second soapy, and then you feel like you have arrived, and then you feel like you own the industry. The industry was there before you, and it will also be there after you. You need to humble yourself, always respect people, always respect the industry, perfect your craft, always practice. Don't tell yourself that I've arrived, because complacency, once complacency creeps in, that is when you fall. Always perfect yourself, always attend workshop, always learn from those who are better than you, always learn from those who were there before you. You will never go wrong. For someone who's home, who wants to make it in this industry, surround yourself with the right people. Know the right people. Ask about the agencies. Verify the agencies, because there are a lot of bogus agencies out there who are robbing people. Verify the credibility of the agency, and then perfect your craft. Whenever they call workshop, go and attend, and believe you me, with the talent that you have and proper guidance, you will definitely make it to the top.
Thank you so much for those wise words, Mr. Rembu. To our viewers, we have reached the end of our show. I would like to give my gratitude to you, Mr. Rembu, for giving us your time. And guys, as Mr. Rembu said, craft your work and always be humble. I'll wrap up the show with that. See you next time, same place. Bye.
Shalom.